Hello everyone, welcome to this tutorial. As you guys can see in my thumbnail, I will show you the basic of implementing or making a function about this login HTML and Node.js. And as our database is this one, Microsoft SQL Server 2014. I'm using this one as our database. So first I did not connect this first, by the way. So you guys can see here. So I'm using also the Windows authentication. But for now, let's go into our drive C PC and I'm going to make a folder. I'm going to name it tutorial. And then let's click in here inside our tutorial. And then we're just going to leave this in our folder open this tutorial. I'm just going to leave that, or you can just exit that. But as our editor, I am using the Visual Studio Code, and under the file you can see add folder to workspace. Now we're going to click our drive C here and let's look for our tutorial folder. There we go. Then add. Now we're adding. And after that, we are going to click this terminal, the new terminal. And now it's automatically direct to our tutorial folder. So this is where we begin with our Node.js. This is the server side. You can see this is where we can see the server side of the tutorial. So now first, under our tutorial, let's make a folder. Right click and then folder. Let's name it source. And this is where we put our. Let's just make an source, a code. Let's name it app.js. And then let's click our tutorial again. Right click and then new folder as say DB. That's our database configuration. And under this DB, let's make another file as dbconfig.js. So this is our database again. This is where we store it. And under our tutorial, we will make a file, let's say index.html. So after the login, if the login is successful, we will direct the user or you or whoever is logging in, we will direct it to the index.html. Now I'm going to make another folder. Let's name it as auth, short for authentication, but that's just a folder name, so it's for you to understand. And under this auth, let's make another file, login.html. That's our login. So to make it short and to not make our tutorial long, I already copied a simple username and login. As you guys can see here, this is our login and form. And this form name, this is the ID form. And our action. Actually, I don't think we'll need this login form, so I'm just gonna delete this. What's important here is the action and this method post. And now, let's open Chrome. By the way, Chrome. But before we open those files, I have to go in the dbconfig. This is where we're going to apply our database. So first, let's go say module because I want it to be module. I want it to be separate. I want everything to be separate. I want my database to be separated. It's our server, and then we have the name. Let's skip the name for now. And database, the name for database again. And then we have the driver we're using. We're going to put the mssql right there, the Microsoft SQL. So let's say options. And now we are going, it's suggesting me here. That's for the basic stuff. And about this encryption, we're going to set that false because we're not going to tackle that right now, but we're just going to make it as false. So the reason why mine is suggesting code is because of this Codium here. The Codium extension, this is an AI actually, by the way, but I'm not using it because I'm using it for the suggestion. Now the name for server, we're going to go to our msql. The server name is whatever is written in your server name. It's not it's not a modified or customized name, but it's your PC name because we are using a local host. So again, I'm going to copy this, then paste it in here. And as for our database, we're going to log in right now. So again, I'm using a Windows authentication. We're not using the SQL Server and the data engine as well. So here in our database, right click to my database, new database, and then I'm going to make, let's say, tutorial. There we go. And then okay. So now we have it in here, and then click the plus, or and then go to the table and click right click the table, and then yeah, table, new, then table. And then now we're going to store. This is where our login, let's say username here, then varchar. Let's leave it 50. You can actually just make it 30, but let's leave it. Then allow nulls is nope. We do not allow nulls in the here, but this one will only apply if you have a register. But for now, I'm going to make a tutorial as login. We're just going to take the username and password from this database, which means we already store data. We're not going to do a register stuff. So the next second column is password. Again, it's still varchar 50, whatever. And let's change our table name here. Let's say TBL counts. Or let's just say ACK, right? Make it short. And then save or Control S or right click here and save. Now we're going, once again, let's just, can I copy this? I don't know. Anyway, our name of our database is tutorial. Going back here, the tutorial. The driver, not going, just tutorial. And the driver as well is same msql. For now, it will be msql. So wait, and then let's not forget our semicolon here. Control S, save, and then let's go to our index. So again, I'm going to move the index. Our index is like the basic HTML. But I'm just going to copy the one. Oh no! Wait, yes, we have it here. I'm just going to copy this or log in, but I'm going to edit it, and let's say not form. By the way, we're not using form, and then we're just going to say welcome h2. Welcome if you're logged in. And then as for the CSS, let's leave it right like that. And then home, the home title. And now this is good, by the way. And now I am going to, our next goal is I'm going to implement the database, a working one. So first things in our app.js, in our source code. Oh wait, first things before all of that, I forgot that you guys must install the node. Say I have the node, by the way, version, node version. The node I installed is version 20.11, and as well the npm is here, version 10.2.4. That's the latest right now. And then what we're going to do is we are going to install the node package. We need to have it in here. So we say npm init y. Now we have the package.json. Next we're going to npm install express. And now express, we have the express has the node module, everything here that you want to use, including the MIME type, stuff like that. And then let's say npm install msql. So the program can read the SQL server that we are using, which is this one. And now we're going to install the npm install msnode SQL version 8 v8. Or you guys can just install it one by one, by the way. And I think that's all we need right now. Then now we're going to call our database first. Let's say const db config equals require, say our directory of the DB. So dot DB. There you go. You guys can see it. DB slash DB config. And yeah, that's it. And then next is we're going to const express, by the way, because we're going to use that. Express require express. And we're going to use the path as well. There you go, the path. And then SQL, by the way. Let's just put this under the config. Once SQL equals require mssql. There you go, the version 8, because we already installed it, and now it's suggesting us. And now let's do the port. 3000. The default is 3000, by the way. And then const app equals express. We're going to implement express. Now this. Oh wait. After that is our app that listen, so we can see it on our terminal. Port, and then console log server. There we go. Server running on port, and then semicolon. There you go. So first things first. Yeah, the app use. Yeah, I forgot this. The app use. We have to do that as well, and then I think that's it for now. Now we gotta do the app.get slash, which is our home. Then there we go. Um, res.send file. So we have to. There we go. So whenever the this one is called on our in here in our client side, we'll just use the localhost with this slash, just one slash though. Then we're going to go in our JSON. In our script here, you guys can see a test, right? So let's just delete that test now. But before that, we're going to say npm install nodemon. What does nodemon use for is, here we're going to implement the nodemon so that we don't have to keep running the file manually. So it will automatically run when there is changes happen. So let's say dev. This is just dev. And then say here. Then this one nodemon that in index.js, our source file is not index. It's not it's not called index, but it's called app.js, which is here, this one. But we're just going to change it here, app.js, and we are going to use this. It's under the source. There you go. And then file save, field save. Wait, what's this? When this override. Anyway, the reason why we are having this issue is because we need to change this here as well. Say source app.js. Well, to say why override, just override it. Now let's do it again. npm run dev. Now it's running, so it's reading the GS, MGS, CGS, JSON files. So now that it's running, we can now go with our Chrome and then say localhost. Localhost. Let's say localhost and then just a slash like that. Welcome. Now we have the welcome. Now we are going to. I'm going to make a link here outside the div. Oh, inside the div. Let's say a href, say, and then login. And we're going to say that login. Save it like that. And now we have the login. But the reason why it's not showing because we don't have the get login, which means we're going to go back here, and then in our app.js, we're going to again we're going to redo this. so we can read. So it can read the. Oh no! Wait. Oh no! Why? Wait. Redo. It has to redo here. Redo. There we go. Let's just copy this one. Control C. Now let's change this to login, and then this one to login, and the auth. Let's check if this link is correct. Just hit control, hold control, and then click this one. Control. Wait, why is not doing it? Anyways, for now, let's check that if it's work. It is working. Yes. Now let's go back first. Now it's working. So then our next goal is the login. Finally, the up post login. The login post. And then and this is where our implementation of login will begin. First, let's say let's get the variable, the value of the username and password. My goodness. Password. There you go. And direct that body. The rect that body is the request. This one. So we are this. So when this. Oh wait. Slash login. So when the function slash login is being called, it will first request this, the input where this came from, which is in our login. We have it here, the login. So since it has the function, it will get the name and ID, the value of this, its values. So now let's continue. And first, let's first do the console.log username and password. So we will know that everything is doing well, and the data from here, if we're going to log in, it will be successfully sent to this function, the login function. Let's say admin and user as password. Say login. It will do nothing because the program stuff like that. But we can see it in here. There you go. Oh wait. Oh my goodness, I forgot. So the reason why we are having this rected body is an undefined is because we did not. I mean, we forgot to add cons up here. Cons up. Oh wait, not here though. There and here. Up that use express. I think it's adjusting earlier. The URL encoded this one, and then set is extended as false. Now let's do it again. See, as you guys can see, the reason why we are doing the nodemon, which is this one, the reason why we're doing that is for this. Because if we don't have that, we have to keep calling the nodemon.app.js. So we just have to, when we click save here, it will automatically update it. So now let's go to this. Wait. Refresh, we go login, and then admin, user as password, login. Again, it will do nothing because right now we don't. As you guys can see here, this is it. This is our username and then our password. So we can see it in our server side that it's that data sending to the login post is successful. Now we are going to do the try method. Let's add a catch error and then console error, stuff like that. There we go. And inside our try, so oh my goodness, yeah, it just sucks suddenly doing it, suggesting on it. Now this is the poll is just a variable to insert this because we need to call this poll again in here, then the request, and then let's say consult cons result. There we go. This is for our database, the SQL. This is it. Await request the jQuery. here. And then our if condition, if result, which is which is this one, that record set, that length is greater than 0. So the reason why it's greater than 0 is if this function is run, if this function is running and then it's finding something inside the our table names table act only, and then yeah, our password is password. It's not like this. The reason why it's doing that is because that's my usual my last project. Also, let's say add here password, and then we're not using hash, by the way. Man, it's suggesting me some ridiculous stuff right now. So I'm just going to delete this, so we're not using hash. So again, and then inside the else would be this one. Let's cut that and then put it in here. Valid username or password. And in order for that to work, we need to get rid of the another else. There you go. So now look how simple that is. A simple calling for this database and then the result. And if let's say the console login successful, and it when login successful, it will redirect the user here. So for additional authentication or some credential protection security, you have to do it on your own. Or if you want me to do it, then feel free to tell me in the comment section, of course. So it will inspire me to do something. Because right now I'm just doing this very basic for beginners tutorial. So now let's try it, and I hope it will work as we intended to. Check first, try, if else. All right, let's go here. Oh wait, but first, our tutorial. Let's refresh this. Now we have the TBL arc. Let's edit. We don't have we have nothing in here, so that means we are going to insert something. Let's say admin and then admin 1 2 3 4. There we go. Let's go back here. What's happening? Control S. Let's save it and then reload. Log in now. Say admin and admin 1 2 3 4. Now we are having an error. I don't no idea what's. Yep. By the way, I forgot something. I forgot the reason why it's must declare Scala variable username because we forgot something in here. The request. We only call the request here, but we have to call the request as the input. Forgot that. Say username. There we go. Username and same as for the password. Say password. Change that to password. And this one as well. Password. Control S. Now we can see it in here. It's running. Login successful. Because we did not. The reason why is we did not reload it. Go back in here. It was pending it was pending and waiting for the response of our code. But if again if it's not if the password is incorrect, let's go in here and then let's do a rest redirect. Let's redirect it to the login. And then let's go back. Let's check it. Username as let's say user and then password is user. Login. Now it's just reloading, but the reason why we're not seeing it is because it's console log here. You guys can see it. User, invalid username and password. And I hope you get this tutorial, everyone. So if you want to copy it, just wait, screenshot it. There you go. Wait. control. There you go. This is our app.js, the server side program, or so as you guys can see it. And then this is our login, basic login here. Although you can do an input on click, but we're not doing that because that's not what we are needed in our server side program. Then the JSON, that's only we need the nodemon for now, and then the index is our home. Simple as that. And hope you guys learned something, and I hope this is helpful. By the way, I hope it helpful for you. And again, thank you guys so much for watching, and consider subscribing. Let's hit 1 million. I'm just kidding. Let's hit 1,000 for now. Yeah, just I'll be thankful if you subscribe. Thank you so much again. And if you have any request of tutorial, feel free to comment down below. And thank you guys for watching again. Bye bye. See you.